Welcome back. In this video we will develop a game using HTML, CSS and JavaScript called as number guessing, in which a computer will generate a random number between 1 and 100 and the user has to guess the number in 5 chances, and computer will also provide some hints in between. So first let's play the game and then we will develop the game. So let me guess a number between 1 and 100. Let me guess it as 60. Then we have to click on enter. Now the computer is saying that my guess is wrong and the number is between 1 and 60. So I have to write something between 1 and 60. Let me write 30 and press enter. Now the computer is saying that my guess is still wrong and the number is between 1 and 30. So let me replace it with 20. Enter. It's still wrong and I have to guess it again and between 1 and 20. So let me do it 8. So it's saying the number is between 1 and 8 and it is still wrong and only one chance is remaining. So let me write it as 5. Enter, and I have lost. It is saying that the number was the actual number random number generated by computer was 10 and I have guessed it wrong. So I have lost because I haven't guessed it in 5 chances, and I can click on the replay button and click and play again. So let's write the code for this game. So this is the structure which we will be having. We have one index.html file where we will write the HTML code. Now we have two folders, one for CSS and one for JS. In CSS folder we have a file called styles.css which will consist of the styling part of HTML, and the one folder is JavaScript which is JS, and in which we have a file called index.js which will consist of actual game logic. So let's write the code. First of all we will include these two supporting files, which is styles.css and index.js. So let me include them. For that we will use for including styles we will use this syntax. We have to use the link tag and what is the thing which we want to include, which is style sheet, and then we have to give the location of it. Now let's test it if it's working. So I will change the background color of our let me run it and see if it's so the background color is white. Now let me change the background color. I am changing it to something called grayish. So yeah, the background color is saying, and the thing is loading live because I have installed a extension in my Visual Studio Code which is called as live server. So that's why it's reloading while I am writing the code. Now let's include the JavaScript file which is index.js. So the code for including JavaScript file in HTML is by using script tag and then the location of our file. So in source we will give, in the attribute called source, we are writing JS which is the folder, and inside it we have a file called index.js which we want to include here. Now let's include our bootstrap which will be used for styling purpose. So I have copy pasted the link for bootstrap 4. Here it is. You can find the link from Google, and the other jQuery's link which we will be also imported so that bootstrap can run properly in our code. Now let's give some title. So I am giving some title, number guessing. So I have written number guessing and written BR tag which will give a space of one line in between the body tag and h1, so it's shifted little bit lower, and then I have changed the color from default color to white. If I remove this, then it will show black. Let me refresh it. I haven't saved it, so it's not working. Okay, it's working now. After that it's working because the color is changed from white to gray. Yeah, and let me save it again and let's see if it's working. Yeah, again the color is changed from gray to white by using this style color white. Now after that we will include a container. So why we are including a container? It's a bootstrap class called container which is used to create a container in our page. After that, I am writing a row. It's also a bootstrap class. After that, I am dividing the row in 4 sections. So this is the first section, this is second section, and let me put the entire code and then I will explain it to you. So I am putting all the codes of HTML5 here, HTML file, so that I can explain you. So div tag is completed. Let's refresh it and the form is created. Now if we are using the container, it's creating this boundary section, this which is highlighted here. After that, we have a row. We are dividing the container into rows, and then we have columns. So this is the first column LG3, then call LG6 and call LG3. So this LG6 is the part which is this wall part, this bluish section, and LG3 is this left part which is grayish, and LG3 is this left part. So first LG3 will be on the left, then this is LG6 is on the center, and the remaining is on the right. So let me write some text so you can see the output. This is left part, and let me write it here also, Ctrl Z. This is right part. I hope you are able to see the text here, left part and right part. So it is dividing our what we call the page into three sections. First section is call LG3, call LG6 and call LG3. So let me remove it because it's not important for us, it's just for explaining you. Now inside it we have a container class we have used, and I have also used one more class which is called form. So I will explain the code for form class in this style.css. After that, we have written a paragraph tag to display some text, and the text is guess a number between 1 and 100, which is displayed here. After that, enter a number below and chance remaining 5. So we are writing guess a number between 1 and 100, enter a number below and chance remaining 5. So let's write the code for CSS. So this is our code for h1 tag. After that, let's paste the code for write the code for this form, the class form. The class is form, and how we know that it is a class? I am using dot here. So now we will design this by using stylize this from CSS. So let's do it. So I am giving the background color to blue, then border to white, then height, then width, then margin, and then text align, padding, that's it, and then paragraph text. Let me refresh it. So you can't see any changes because the file is already saved here. So if I cut it and save it and then run it, then you will see the changes. So the actual code is like this, and I have already didn't save the code, so it hasn't shown you the new output. So let me paste it here, and now it's working. So the background color is changing the background color. Now border is used for this, which is the white border across this tab, and the solid is it solid, and 5 pixel is the width of the what we call the border, and white is the color of the border. Now height is 275 pixel, this is the height, and width is 750 pixel, which is the width of the box. So this form element, this form class is used for designing this what we say, this box in which we are writing this content. And then margin is auto, and text is aligned at center. So you can see the text inside the box is already in center, and padding from top is 10 pixel. The spacing from the top is 10 pixel. So between this border and the guess a number between 1 and 100, the padding is 10 pixel. If I change it to 20, then you can see the difference. Yeah, you can see that it is shifted something more. Let me change it to 50 so that you can see much difference. So it's changed. Now let me again go to where I am, and this is color properties white. We can change color to anything, like let's change it to blue. Blue will not be visible because the background is also, let me do it to black. Now you can see the colors are black, but they are not looking good. That's why I am using white here. And font size is 1.3 rem. There is three type of units, which one is pixels and one is 1.3 and one is percentage. So you can use different font sizes, and like I can change it to 1.0, and you can see the difference. The fonts are little bit shorter. That's why I am using 1.3. So it is looking little bit good. Now after designing this CSS, the stylizing the elements, now let's understand why we are using this input properties. So first of all, the first input is number, because we are in our game we will be giving the input a number, and the minimum which we want from the user is 1 and the maximum which we want from the user is 100, and I am giving one ID for the this input, which will be useful for developing the logic of the game. So ID is user input. After that I have one button. Again we are having the ID of the button, and then we have again one more button which is replay button. So this is for enter and this is for replay, and this tag is to display the output tag, and this will be displayed after the game is completed, and to show the text to which will show a message called please click on the replay button to play again, something like this. And yeah, that's it. We have included the JS file, and then we have included the bootstrap classes. So let me explain you once more what we are doing here. First of all, we have change the background color. Now we have used BR tag to give one line of break. Then we have used H1 tag to display the what we say name of the game. Then we are using container class, which is a bootstrap class. Then inside it we are using row, and then dividing those container into three parts. One is of call LG3, then call LG6, then call LG3. Now this in call LG6, call MD6, we are using form class, which we have defined here. And then after that we are using some paragraph text to display some text, and one input which is of type number to get the number input from the user. And there are two buttons, one for enter and one for replay. And after that we are using some what we say paragraph tag to display output based on the input. So let's write the code main logic. So first of all, let's get the button. So this button is this one. We are getting the button which the user is clicking, this enter button. The ID of the button is btn, and we are getting using document.getElementById. We are getting this button. After that, let's generate a random number between 1 and 100. So we are generating random number between 1 and 100. Then we are getting the refresh button, which is this. ID is refresh, so we are getting a refresh button, document.getElementById, and then we are providing the ID of the button. Here also we are providing the ID of the button. So here itself the ID of the button is button, so I am using writing btn, and here we are getting the refresh button. So I am writing the ID which I have provided here, which is refresh, so I can get the refresh button. After this, let's declare some variable. The first variable is chance. We will be having 5 chances. Then the lowest number which we can have is 1, and the highest number which we can have is 100. Now let's write the function. Whenever a user click on a button in the enter button, whenever the user click on this button, what will happen? So first of all, we will get the input. So whatever the user has typed on this input box, we will get it into a variable. So I am getting it in this variable called as input. So document.getElementById user input dot value. है ना. Then we are decreasing the value of chance, so that user has entered one time, so we will decrease the value of chance by 1. After that I am changing the text of this thing where it is. So I am changing this text. Default it will show chance remaining 5, and after pressing the enter button once, the chance will decrease. So I will change the value of 5 using a variable called chance. The variable is chance, which is originally set to 5, and after each time a user click on enter button by giving a user input, it will decrease by 1 and replace the content here. After that I am checking if the input number is equals to the random number generated by computer. If they both are same, then we can say that the user has won. So we can say that the user has won. So I am changing the output text, which I am using here, the paragraph tag, and in this inner HTML to you guess it right. Number is this. Whatever number you have guessed, it is right. So I will show this. If number is less than, if input is less than number, then I will say that your guess is wrong and the number is between this and this, low and high. So low will be the input and the high will be the actual high, and I will say wrong, number is between low and high. Then close it. After that one more case can be here, which is if input is greater than number. So if input is greater than number, else I will give high equals to input, and then display the text number is between low and high. So input and high, wrong number is between low and high. Now after doing these three properties, if there is a case that if chance is equals to 0, means that user has taken all the chances, then we have to display something to the user. So if chance is equals to 0, we will say we will disable this button, which is this enter button. We will disable it, and if input is equal to number, after disabling the button, we will see if the input that the user has given is equals to number, then we will say you have won, you guess it right, number is number, and we will say one, else we will say you have lost, number is this. And after that we can print the, after that we can show the text in this paragraph tag, this replay, where we are using the id replay. We can change the inner HTML from blank to something called as click replay button to play again. After this we will after when the user completes this and click on the replay button, we have to refresh the page. So to refresh the page, we have to add the event listener to the refresh button, and then we have to write the code to refresh the page. So to refresh the page, the code is window.location.reload, and this is how we have created this wonderful game. So let's play it and see if there is anything wrong in it. So let me guess a number between 50, 70, 60, 67, 69. Okay, I lost, the number is 68. Let me play once more because I like playing this game. Let's do it once more. 50, okay, 70, 30, 15, 18. Again I have lost by one chance. I hope you have understand the code. Let me explain you once more this all logic. First of all, we have get this button, which is a submit button. This line will generate the random number between 1 and 100, and here also in the line number 3 we are getting the refresh button. Now we are setting some variables, chance, low and high. Chance is used for the number of chances which we will give to the user. Low is the lowest number which the user can enter, and high is the highest number the user can enter. After that, whenever the user click on the button called as enter, what we should do. So whenever the user click on the button, we will see if the number is equals to the random number, or if it is less than the random number, or if it is greater than the random number. If the number is equals to random number, then we can declare them as winner. If it is less, then we will change the value of low. If it is high, then we will change the value of high. And if chance is equals to 0, then we will disable the button which is enter button and display. If the input is equals to number, then we will say you won. If else, we will say you lost. And after the game is complete and this button has been this test has been displayed to the user, which is click replay button to play again, we will have to write the code to reload the page. So this is the code to reload the page, window.location.reload. So yeah, that's it in this video. We will write some more games in future video. Thank you very much.